Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Dawn. In case you don't know who I am, um, this has this coronavirus outbreak has really taken its toll on a lot of people. It really shows where people stand in their life and who they love in their life. Um, in this period, I am trying to do what God called me to do, and the one thing I do not like to do is get on camera. I do not like taking pictures. I do not like speaking in front of people. Um, but I have to stop doing those things and start doing what he told me to do. And I just want to tell you that this is a time to really get to know him. This is a time for you to get into his word and to study his word for yourself. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you are going to be held accountable for what you know. It's not to say that pastors aren't doing their jobs or they are teaching you wrong or right. It's the fact that this is a relationship that you're supposed to be having with God. And it's sort of like being married. If for those who are married, I'm not. and but for those who are married, you would probably understand this a lot better. But it's like you come home and your spouse talks to you, I don't know, once a day maybe, um, and y'all have this sort of kind of let's talk about it relationship, maybe, maybe not. But then your spouse goes out, and I'm just going to use the woman and say she listens to another man. And what that man says is golden. What he says is always right, you know. Um, he tells her this is so, and she says, yes, it is. Then she comes home to you, and you tell her so, and you think, well, I got to get that confirmed. I got to get that, you know, I got to go get 2 or 3 witnesses on this one. You know, that's how we treat God. We put man over him. We make man our ultimate source of his word. Instead of saying, let me go to the source and let me hear from him. Because after all, he had enough creativity to create me, you, and everything you see, everything you don't see, everything you understand, and everything you don't understand, everything you think you know, and everything you really don't know. So, this is a time where whether we want to blame a group of people for this virus or whatever, the ultimate bottom line is that it couldn't come into the earth unless God said so. And this is a time where God is testing us as believers because he said judgment starts in the house. You know, are we really who we say we are in him? Are we really walking the way he said we should walk? You know, are we set apart? Are we holy? Because that's what it means to be set apart. Are we holy? Are we the ones that's going to trust God, or are we going to trust man? Because there's a lot of things going on in this world and a lot of things going on in the church. And I've, I try not to watch the news a lot because I'm one of those empaths who feels the whole nation and it's crazy. But the governor, I'm told, has said that everything is shut down except the churches. And the churches can gather together, but only so many people in so many spaces. My question to you is, but God said to obey the laws of the land. And so you say, okay, we're going to do that. We're still going to gather. But as a mother, I would tell my children, yes, the governor said that, excuse me, but Everybody else got to be shut down. So why would she allow us to continue? And on one hand, you say because, well, she don't want to infringe on our freedom of religion. Well, see, that's our problem. We shouldn't have religion. We should have a relationship. And as a mother, I'm going to tell my children stay their butts at home. Don't go out there. Don't do nothing unnecessary. You have a relationship with me, so you call me. You FaceTime me. We can talk. We don't have to be together in the same room. You need to give me some money. Not that I'm going somewhere, but you need to give me some money. You can, cash out that. You don't have to be in my face in order for me to know that you love me. So if it's safer for my children to be at home, as a mother, I'm going to say stay at home. So when I think of leaders who are holding services, now I saw one church and I'm thinking to myself, y'all ain't far enough apart from me. But that's just me. Maybe my faith ain't there, but common sense is. And I think that's what we're lacking, common sense. So for all of you, that's what the internet is for. That's what live streaming is for. That's what recorded videos are for. Watch it on video and take care of your family. Take care of those that you love. Send your tithes and offerings to the church. You cash app that. Go to their website. Do whatever you got to do. But people, let's have some common sense. And let's begin to study what God is really saying. Because His word is true. His word is powerful. And you really, truly don't know that because we're still running after man. This is about a time to be with Him, about a time to know your real spiritual father. Because ain't no other man your spiritual father. I hate to say that. And I know I'm going to get some backlash for it. But God said, call no other man father. And when you call someone your spiritual father, that's what you have just done. There's only one spirit that could be my father. And what that means is He's the only one who has the final say-so in my life. He's the only one that can guide and direct me. He's the only one that can tell me yay or nay. Now, I'm not saying that you don't go to your pastor for some advice, just like you go to your friend for some advice. But you don't make that word, His word, the word. Because sometimes we can do things in our flesh that is not what God said. But because we want it done, because it benefits us, we do. And we don't mean to. We don't. We're not trying to do things to hurt you. But it happens. And all I'm saying is this is a time to get to know God. Really, truly get to know God. Because He said in His word, this is eternal life, to know the Father who created all things and His Son whom He sent for you to reconcile you back to Him. That's eternal life. Read it. He also said that His word was not done away with. His rulings, His His commands, His sayings were not done away with. And I know we think they were, but if they are, then 90% of y'all are living a lie. Following His rules doesn't take away your salvation. It doesn't give you salvation. It just means that you believe Him. You're going to follow Him. You're going to set yourself apart for Him. And you're going to look like you're different from the world for Him. So all I'm saying is, it's better to obey than to sacrifice. It's better to listen to Him and study this thing out for yourself. I hope you spend this time wisely, because this too shall pass. And when it does, I hope you come out full of joy, peace, strength, and understanding of His word. May God bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom. Have a blessed day.